Hey, what's going on, good folks? I don't know how clear you can see my screen right there, but hopefully you can see it clear as to what I'm going to talk about right now. And if you see it, it's real. This story is real. But before we get into it, let's get into this. All right, good peeps. I'm your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this story is coming out of Taylor, Michigan. Taylor, Michigan. And if you are reading it, it says that a note about flushing the toilet led to a 13-year-old fatally stabbing her sister. Her sister was 7 years old. Okay? Her sister was 7 years old. And the story is saying that the 13-year-old stabbed her 7-year-old sister over a note left in the bathroom about flushing the toilet. Oh, wow. I mean, I will let you hear it yourself.
Some tragic news to report out of Taylor, where a 7-year-old is dead and her 13-year-old sister is in jail.
Police say their parents left the pair alone at home on Banner Street before the teen stabbed her younger sister. The Wayne County prosecutor telling Local 4 the older girl faces several charges, will be tried as a juvenile in this case. Shantae Passmore live with how the community is grappling with just a horrendous loss. Shantae.
Devin and Kim, this is such a difficult story to hear. According to the prosecutor's office, it's alleged that the 13-year-old sister waited in the bathroom before stabbing her younger sister. Tonight, we should warn some of the viewers that some of the details of this story may be disturbing.
A memorial sits in front of a home near Telegraph Road and Chestnut Street. On Saturday, Taylor police responded to what stemmed from a sisterly dispute.
13-year-old stabbed her 7-year-old sister multiple times tonight.
Investigators say it's the 13-year-old girl who called police. The motive? During a police interview, the teen alleged her younger sister planned to leave a note in the family bathroom.
The note was about flushing the toilet, like a simple note about flushing the toilet.
Detectives say the older sister grabbed the note. Later, they tussled for a bit before walking away from each other. What happened next? The Wayne County prosecutor says it's alleged the teen waited in the bathroom until her younger sister came in and stabbed her repeatedly. Police say she used a kitchen knife and a Bowie knife. Neighbors just heartbroken at the loss.
I feel terrible, and, I will pray for that family.
The Taylor School District shared it's providing social workers, counselors, and resilience coaches for its community. Meanwhile, the teen is facing charges of first-degree premeditated murder, felony murder, and child abuse first degree.
And tonight, investigators are also saying that mental health may have played a role in this alleged act. And many people have been wondering where were the parents during this time. And as we mentioned already, the parents had allowed the older sister to babysit her younger sister. When I asked police if they would possibly pursue charges for the parents, they declined to comment. Reporting live, Shantae Passmore, Local 4.
Good question, too. To believe mental health might be a part of this horrible story. All right, Shantae.
All right, here we go again with the mental health thing, and I'm not saying that that's not playing a part, but a lot of these stories now, it's always about mental health and whatnot. Some people believe it, a lot of people don't. Like a story I did previously, a lot of people saying that they didn't believe that the guy who had killed his mom, they felt like that it wasn't a mental issue, he was just evil as hell. But when you listen to this story right here and how it played out, I'm not sure if I want to believe that it was mental health because of what they saying that the girl did. She went in the bathroom and waited on this young girl, this baby, to come in and stabbed her. Not only that, you used 2 knives to stab your sister, and over a note about flushing the toilet. I'm going to tell you what I think when my had happened. You know, because a lot of us grew up like this in a sense. We don't like people to tell us what to do, okay? Let alone we don't like our mom and dad tell us what to do. So when you have siblings who try to tell you what to do, and you feel in your mind that they don't have no jurisdiction to tell you what to do, you know, sometimes I guess they probably put a sting on you, and it pisses you off that your young ones or your siblings trying to tell you what to do when you're already tired of your mom or your dad telling you what to do, and you don't want to hear from the brothers and sisters. We all have been through that when family members try to tell us something and we get an attitude with them, then say, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Shut up talking to me. Shut up talking to me. You ain't my mom. You ain't my dad. You know, stuff like that. You know, it works the nerves now. And I'm not saying that to try to give this girl a pass, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, it's something this is one of them situations where the little girl probably was telling her on a constant basis, and probably the mom was too, telling her on a constant basis, you know what I'm saying, flush the toilet, because maybe she wasn't flushing the toilet every time she was using the restroom, because there had to be a reason why the little girl put that up in there, because somebody was having issues about somebody not flushing the toilet, and maybe 9 times out of 10, the 13-year-old was having a bad habit with not flushing the toilet. All right? Now, you got to think about something like this, too. You got to think about this. Beyond they saying that it may be mental issues or whatnot, could it be the fact that, you know, she probably didn't like her sister? She probably didn't too much care for her. Okay? Because I'm going to play another news article, and you're going to hear a couple of the kids say, hey, you know, when we saw the sisters together, you know, we didn't see nothing wrong. They was always having fun. They were doing this, they were doing that. But see, what I'm trying to tell y'all is just because you see that doesn't mean the home is happy. All right? And I want people to know that, you know, just because you see that does not mean that they are happy. You just never know what's going on behind them closed doors, okay? You just never know. So yeah, on the outside surface, yeah, it's gonna seem like they got a good life, but behind them closed doors, you just don't know what's going on. And I'm not saying with this story that things was going on behind that closed door. All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, open your mind, just think about it. You know, could it be possible there was a whole lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that probably even the parents probably didn't know, okay? That probably even the parents didn't know, all right, that maybe this 13-year-old may possibly have some animosity towards the young girl. You know, who knows? I mean, this is speculation I'm putting out there, you know. So take what I say and do your own research or whatnot, okay? But I want you to listen to this.
Called the father first and then called 911.
Called the dad first, then called 911.
Dispatcher, she had stabbed her 7-year-old sister. It happened Saturday afternoon at their home on Banner Street in Taylor when the 13-year-old was babysitting the younger girl.
We have over 10 stab wounds. So ranging from the abdomen to the head to the neck.
The 7-year-old was taken to an area hospital where she was pronounced deceased. Police say the older sister used 2 knives, a butcher knife and a hunting knife.
All I can say is it's shocking and it's very tragic.
The motive for the brutal attack?
It stemmed from a note that was placed in the bathroom, and then the note was about flushing the toilet, like a simple note about flushing the toilet.
That note was left by the 7-year-old girl Monday, a makeshift memorial in their front yard.
She would always want to be friends with everybody. She would ride her bike and keep to herself.
The 13-year-old is being tried as a juvenile. She is being charged with first-degree premeditated murder, felony murder, and child abuse in the first degree. Prior to this,
she was not a problem in the house to the parents, and as well as the mother said that no problems at school. She's never been in trouble at school either.
She's very quiet and all that. She's like one of the stranger ones, kind of. But I've never seen her like this. I never thought she would do anything like this. When my grandma told me, I was horrified because they were like they were best friends, even though they were sisters. They would always play together. They had My Little Pony toys, and they would play with each other.
In Taylor, Camila Miri, Fox 2 News.
I mean, wow. I mean,
numbers are important.
I just want y'all to hear the magnitude of this. You know, this is wild. You know, somebody who they say never was a problem at home, never was a problem in school, or anything like that. So now the $1 million question would have to be, okay, what went wrong here? Am I right in what I said earlier? Who knows? Like I said, maybe the parents didn't see it, but it probably was there, and the 7-year-old may have seen it. But maybe the 7-year-old just bothered not to say anything to the parents about the 13-year-old behavior. Maybe she brushed it off, or maybe she got used to it. Who knows? Who knows? But then that leads to question here, like the lady said in the last video I played. Everybody asking, is the parents going to get charged? That probably is a good question, and the only reason I'm gonna say it's a good question is because if they know that the girl had mental health issue, let's just say that's true, you know, which could be possibly true. If the girl did have mental issues, why would you be leaving her to babysit the young child? That's what I wouldn't get. If the 13-year-old is suffering from mental issues, whatever the case may be, why would you leave the 13-year-old with the 7-year-old alone? And I'm pretty much sure this is probably not the first time they've done it. They've probably done it plenty of times and nothing has happened. And I get it. But sound like to me, just that one time, y'all did it one time too many. Look what happened. It went deadly. It went deadly. Okay? Now, me growing up, back in my time, again, because I'm 80s baby, back in our time, you know, at the age of 12, 13, we could stay at home by ourselves, you know. I don't ever recall had to babysit anybody around that age, not that I can remember. But if anybody who did babysitting, you know, it was pretty much the parents back then was teaching us how to earn our money, you know. Hey, you do the job, you get paid for, you know, just to start off, you know, until you get older, then you can start moving up the ladder and start working at bigger places to make money. So back in our time, you know, our parents didn't mind it because, you know, it was a way to make money, you know, make your own money. So you want your snacks and shit and all that, your snacks and cookies and how the older people say, jujus and whams, however they say that stuff, you have your own money to buy instead of you waiting on your mom or your dad to buy, you know. So now that was back in my time now. These children today, whole total different ball game. These parents today, whole total different ball game. I wish we could get the 80s and the 90s back. I wish we could, you know, but it seems like those days are long gone and dead. Because this is ridiculous how young these children are and killing other children and killing their siblings. I did another story not too long ago where this girl suffocated her cousin because the cousin was messing with her iPhone. Y'all remember that story I did? The cousin messed with the iPhone. She got mad and suffocated her. Didn't know she was on camera and then tried to cover it up. And everything was caught on camera. And I even said in that story, it sounded like to me the cousin just didn't like that girl. For whatever reason it was, that cousin just did not like that girl. That's why she killed her, in my opinion. And I'm kind of thinking maybe it's the same here. She probably didn't too much like her sister. She probably didn't. And I guess the young girl must have said something one time too many to her and she snapped. I don't know. But if we look at this right here, like I said, it's right here. A simple note about flushing the toilet caused the argument between his sister escalated to the 13-year-old, fatally stabbing the 7-year-old with 2 knives. It took place around 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon at a home on Banner Avenue in Taylor, Michigan, near Telegraph Road. The older sister is now facing multiple charges, including first-degree premeditated murder, felony murder, first-degree murder, child abuse, according to release from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. She was very calm and just showed no emotion. See? She was very calm and just show no emotion, said the detective. They had not released the identity of either sister. The girl's parents left them at home around 11:15 that morning. The 13-year-old was babysitting the 7-year-old when the argument broke out. It stemmed from a note that was placed in the bathroom, and the note was about flushing the toilet. And then it says after the argument, the 13-year-old waited in the bathroom, and that's when she did the dirty deed. She waited till her sister was in the bathroom again to stab her several times using 2 knives, a butcher and a hunting knife. Then she called her daddy, and then she called 911. And the baby had over 10 stab wounds. The 7-year-old had over 10 stab wounds. Ladies and gentlemen, you parents out there, it's time for y'all to wake up, man. It's time for y'all to wake up and see what's really going on here. I mean, it's the kids now that seem like doing the most killing. It's these children that's doing the most killing now, for what it seems like to me. Y'all need to wake up and see what's going on, man. Real talk. This is so sad. Rest in heaven to that young girl. Wow. And, man, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, at some point you just get speechless just talking about this. You know, what can you say? You know, I couldn't even do nothing like this to my sister or somebody when I was growing up. I just couldn't even imagine doing nothing like that. Anyway, guys, on your man Chris Thorne, as always, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. This is sad and horrible. And these kids is getting out of control. They getting out of control.